In the 21st century, evil mutants led by Magneto aim to destroy the world. Humans could do nothing against the power of the evil mutant. The only hope is X-Men. Go and save the city!
Hey everyone, welcome back. This time I will be reviewing X-Men the arcade game. Originally released for the arcade by Konami in 1992, this side-scrolling beat-em-up is what going to the arcade was all about back in the day. X-Men was one of the few arcade games to feature a 6-player cabinet along with 2 screens. It was one of those games that was almost as fun hovering around the cabinet watching others play as it was to play yourself. It's now available for download on Xbox Live Arcade and the PlayStation Network. The objective is fairly straightforward. Stop Magneto and his evil henchmen from taking over the planet. There are 6 mutants that you will get to choose from in order to achieve this objective. Nightcrawler, who has the ability of teleportation, and what he seems to do is basically teleport into people and kill them. Cyclops, who can project a destructive optic blast. Colossus, who has the ability to turn his entire body into organic steel and create an energy field around him that will hurt any surrounding enemies. Wolverine, who, unlike the comic, can shoot some type of material from his claws, and unfortunately, also unlike the comic, is unable to heal himself during the game. I've played X-Men on the Genesis and other systems, and if you leave Wolverine stationary, he'll automatically heal himself because of his natural healing ability. Unfortunately, this isn't the case in this game. Storm, whose ability is to create powerful tornadoes to plow down the enemies. And finally, Dazzler, who can transfer sound energy into light energy and throw this energy from her hand to kill her enemies. X-Men the arcade game can be played in either 6-player cabinet mode, which is presented in 16:9 format, or 4-player cabinet mode, in which the game screen is in a 4:3 format. In my opinion, the graphics and sound were top-notch back in the early 90s, and still hold up to this day. And while some of the music in the game may have a cheesy feel, it does provide a sense of nostalgia to those of us who were growing up during that time. The controls of the game are pretty straightforward. In addition to using mutant powers, each X-Men can jump, attack, throw if close enough to their opponent, do a jump attack, which is one of my favorite moves with Nightcrawler, plus a ground and pound attack to finish off an enemy when they're on the ground. There are 8 levels in the game, and each has their own villain trying to stop you from getting to the next level. The voice acting of the villains is quite entertaining as well. Take the Blob, for example.
Nothing moves the Blob! Nothing!
And another one of my favorites is the White Queen.
The White Queen welcomes you to die.
Every now and then you will experience a cutscene in the game. And while common in today's games, having cutscenes in games was few and far between when the game was originally released back in the early 90s.
We have been taken by Magneto. However, we had time to locate their base on Island M. Destroy it!
The home version of X-Men the arcade game comes with US and Japanese versions. Some of the differences include power-ups, which are only present in the Japanese version, and the way your energy depletes when using your mutant power. Xbox 360's version of X-Men the arcade game really shines in its multiplayer mode. It really took me back to when I used to play with friends at the arcade. Playing the game online and having 6 players on screen at one time is as smooth as if you were playing a single-player offline game. This version of the game also has Leaderboards and Achievements, which extends the replayability of this game. Overall, X-Men the arcade game is a classic side-scrolling beat-em-up whose gameplay still holds up to this day. In my opinion, is a definite purchase for fans of this type of game. As always, thanks for watching and for all your support, and until next time, take care.